Today we will not be painting on Blastercaded Painting. I know that's crazy, but today is our first battle report we've ever done on the channel for the Silver Bayonet solo campaign. I'm pretty excited. This was a lot of fun. Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Blastercaded Painting. Today we're not painting, like I said. That's it. We're done. No more. No, I'm just kidding. But today we are going to be doing a battle report for the Silver Bayonet, a game of Napoleonic Gothic horror. We've never done a battle report. We'll see how it goes. It's rough. But, well, there will be rules mistakes. There will be rules that are forgotten. It is about having fun and playing a game. If I make a mistake, let me know in the comments below. Be kind about it. Let's learn the game together. Let's watch some gaming, you know. It's a fun thing to do. I will tell you this, though. All the games for the campaign, there's 4 games, were filmed over a short period, so they're done. So any rules mistakes I made in the first one, I will likely make in the next 3. So, let's just have some fun and play Silver Bayonet. The first mission of the solo campaign is the Wolf Pack. I will read to you the opening. 2 weeks ago, a specialist unit was sent in search of a lost chapel deep in the forest. They never returned. Now your unit has been dispatched to find the missing unit, or to learn their fate, and to see if you can locate the lost chapel yourselves. If the missing unit is located, it is imperative that their orders be recovered so they don't fall into enemy hands. Following the trail of the previous unit proved no trouble at all, as they left obvious tracks, and there has been little rain to wash them away. For 3 days, you follow their trail into the ever-deepening gloom of the dark woods. Then, near dusk on the 3rd day, you come upon a scene of carnage. It appears you have found the missing unit. However, before you can confirm this, you hear a bone-tingling howl from nearby, and suddenly bright eyes are staring at you from the shadows all around. Oh, snap! Wolves. Dark wolves. We're going to use zombie wolves, but either way. Got my werewolf shirt on. I got my team ready. Let's play it. So we're starting with the Wolfpack scenario for Silver Bayonet here. This is the first time I've done this, so yep. Hopefully it goes well. We're treating the trees as rough terrain. We're going to treat them as you can't shoot through them, but if you're in them, you can shoot out of them and get cover. Also, we're playing on a much smaller board, so we're going to take everybody's movements by half. So if they move 6, they move 3. The dark wolves will move, they move 8, so they'll move 4. I think the reason for that is because it'll get pretty violent pretty quick. Although, honestly, they're still going to get up there. So, I wonder if there's any point in doing that. So maybe we won't do that. And we'll just have a really rough, violent, bloody game. So, yep, forget that. This is the Silver Bayonet on hard mode because those things are going to get up real quick. So, anyway, we're going to start with round 1. Okay, so we'll start with turn 1, and I think my veteran hunter will go first. And that is this gentleman right here. That's Luis Frankenberger. This is my Austrian team. And he's going to move 6 this way. Puts him like, oh jeez, puts him like here. And then he's going to shoot at this dark wolf here. Now the dark wolves have, let's just double check their defense. Hopefully I'll only have to do this a couple times until I remember. Dark wolf have a defense of 12, so I'm looking for a shot of 12. And he's got an accuracy of +2, although he moved, so he's got an accuracy of +1. So, and we've got 9, 6. We got 15, so that'd be 16. So that hits for sure. And then a musket. Let's see what he has. Oh, he's got a rifle, so he's going to use the skill die, which is 6 damage on that first Dark Wolf. And they have a health of 8, so that brings that first Dark Wolf down to 2. Not enough to knock it out, so I'm pretty sure it's going to do something terrible when it comes time for it to go. So that's the first guy, so he's also shot. He also has, let's see, a fencing weapon and oil and torches, but that doesn't matter, so I'm going to put this here saying he's shot already. And yeah, so we'll go on to our next guy. And the next guy we'll use, I think, is our woodsman. And we're going to have him move up 6, which brings him to like here. If I don't get perfect with the movements, you know, I'm not too concerned. I'm playing for fun, so... Well, I mean, all games should be played for fun, but I mean, I'm not having a tournament against myself, because that's not possible. So, here we go. He's going to take a shot at this Dark Wolf right here, and he's got a accuracy of 1, but he moved, so he gets a -1, so he's got no accuracy bonus. And he got 8, so that's not really enough. And I could use a reroll on either of those. He has a rifle as well, and I guess apparently I just wasn't giving people muskets. So, no, because the skill die is the green one, so if I spent it to reroll it, this is still really low. So no, we're just going to take it. So he is going to throw that down, showing that he needs to reload. I just got some kill team tokens that I'm using. This one has a target on it, so that kind of like is for reload, and then I've got some other tokens I'll use for fatigue. And then I also have some Blastercaded Painting original activated tokens that I can throw down here with my little logo on them, so that shows that those guys have gone. Okay, so then I think my officer will go. He's just going to blast that Dark Wolf. So he's not going to move, so he's not going to take a minus. He's got an accuracy +1. I really kind of built him as more of a more of a melee fighter, but anyway, he's got a +1. So we're looking for 12 or higher. We got it. So we got 14, which would have been 16, and then you want to bet that he has a musket? Let's see here. Yep, he's got a musket. So he's only doing 5 damage. So that's alright. That drops down this one to 3. I'm just using some dice to mark that off. And they'll just be running on the board with dice next to them. So he still has another action, and he's just going to reload. And then he's done. So then let's see who we got next. We've got, do I want to go with one of my artillerists or my infantrymen? Let's see here, who's got the best accuracy. We'll go with the artillerist, I think, maybe. This is the doctor. This is, no, this is the doctor. This is my occultist. That's my artillerist. So I could shoot at that one over there, but I don't want to shoot through cover. So their range is long enough that I could shoot that way. But you know what? I went with this half of the board. I feel like I'll go with my infantryman, Schnapps. So he's going to take a shot here. He just has an accuracy, I believe, of +1. Yep, he's just got an accuracy of +1. And he has a musket. And he's got oil and torches, but don't need those right now. So he is going to fire, looking for a 12. Nope, that's an 8. So that goes. And then he's just going to reload. So his turn is done. Good job, Schnapps. You're keeping the team afloat. So then, when you're playing solo, you go with half your team, and then the monsters go, and then, yeah, then you go with half your team after that. So it's going to be the monsters' turn. So monsters are gonna go. Everything's gonna become terrible because I'm pretty sure they can all make it to where they need to go. So the monsters basically are gonna make moves to attack. So this one's gonna go here, and he gets into combat. This one's gonna go here, and he gets into combat. This one's gonna move 8. So they move 8 once. So he goes like here. This one goes like here. Oh, so maybe these ones won't get all the way in. These two kind of run up. Looks like here. And these ones are going to be behind because they can't make it past the fence. They got to go around. And so he's like here. So everybody might get some more shots at him next turn, which is great. Okay, so we're going to do this combat down here. That's against my woodsman. So I've got extra different dice for the monsters. So I got a purple and gold, and purple will be for power. So the monster attacks my woodsman, and he's got a defense of 13. So we're looking for defense of 13. And I'll check in the book again. Hopefully I don't have to do this a lot of times, and if I do, I'll just pause it. And he's got a melee of +1, the Dark Wolf. So 13. We got a 14, 15, so that hits. Luckily, it's power, so purple, because I think it counts as unarmed because he doesn't have like an actual weapon. So I'm pretty sure it just counts as unarmed claws, right? Like, yeah, because the cultist has a hand weapon, so that makes sense. So he's gonna take 4 damage. That's Johan Canner, my woodsman. So he's going to take 4 damage, and that brings him down to 6. Alright, so then Johan gets the ability, chance to strike back at this slavering beast, and he strikes back for... Oof, yeah, okay, he gets 13, which is above the 12. Which technically would have been 14. Yeah, so he gets that. And he has a... he's just got a hand weapon, so it's power, so he's doing 7 damage to that wolf, which isn't enough to kill him. That brings him down to 1, but they do both back off, I believe. Because it says in the book, after a melee attack, back off, but I will double check. Okay, so yeah, he has to back off because it's a melee with the strike back, so it has to back off. Okay, he doesn't choose to, but he has to. That was alright. It's not great, but here we go. We're going with the next one, which is this guy over here. This is the one that's only got 1 hit left. He's gonna attack this guy. Oh, you know what else happens real quick? Although I don't know it's gonna matter. These guys each get a fatigue token. So through the heat of their combat, they've got a fatigue token. So, yeah. We're going to this combat next, which is this guy. Wolf attacks him for 11, 12, and that is my that's my veteran hunter. So he's got a defense of 14, so he's fine. But my hunter will strike back at the wolf. We're looking for a 12 or higher, and he's got a melee of 2. And we've got, oh, yep, it's 3. So nothing happens there. So the wolf does have to back off. And if I'm getting anything wrong, just let me know, because, like, you know, I'm probably going to get stuff wrong. And they each get a fatigue token. That's a lightning bolt. That's a fatigue token. There we go. So then we move on to the next FaZe, which is my other 4 guys, and I think they have some work to do because things are looking a little rough. So I actually think I'm going to go with my infantryman over here, because this is less than an inch in height, and he can get past this wolf to sort of just like run past him over to here. This isn't difficult terrain, but this part of the fence, because this part's broken on purpose, that's how I made it. He can jump over here, but he can't get over here. So he moves that way, and then he's going to turn back here and shoot this wolf. Let's see. Well, hold on. Let's see what he's got. That's Schnitzel. That's Schnapp's brother. And he's got a musket. Yep. And he's got an accuracy of 1. But he moved, so he's got no accuracy bonus. So he gets 8. So that's not great. I could re-roll the power die. This was the skill die was a 7, the power die was a 1. Alright, we'll spend 1 to one of my fate die here to re-roll the power die. And we got an 8. Okay, so that's perfect. That hits, and then it does 8 damage to him, so that was worth it, because 8 damage is what it takes to blow this wolf's head off. I'm sorry, he's a zombie wolf and evil, so it's not cruelty to animals. It is cruelty to undead animals, though, so there is that. So he's got to throw a reload on himself there. He's also going to throw a token saying he went, because he moved and he shot. Alright, so these next boys are going to go. And I think we'll go with my doctor first. And he just has a pistol. That's Jurgen Schmidt, my doctor. And he is going to fire at this wolf here. But you get what you get for now. Okay. He gets, 17. Nice. And a pistol is power, so he does 10 damage and just blows that wolf off the board. I have to finish that sentence. Can't just leave it hanging like that. So he is going to then just reload his pistol, and he has gone. So next is going to be my occultist, and that's Xavier Cohn. He does not have... yeah, he doesn't have a... Hold on. I gotta keep track of something here. Okay, yeah, no, I just have to keep track of which people killed wolves, I think. I'm not entirely sure. There's a little piece of foam here. That's not important, but I'm gonna try and get it anyway. Okay, so my artillerist, that's, what's his name? Lucas Ebersbacher? Lucas Ebersbacher? He's gonna fire at this wolf here. No, maybe he should fire at the wolf behind him. No, he'll fire at this wolf here. And he has got 12, so that's a tie. Oh, what's his... oh, he's got 13. So 13, great. And it doesn't do much, though, because it's a 2. So that wolf takes 2 damage, bringing him down to 6. Oh, yeah, just 6. And then does my occultist, with no melee or accuracy, attempt to run up there and kill that wolf? Seems probably not great, but we're playing for fun, so he moves to attack here. Just moves right up in there. And here we go. He's got no bonuses at all. That's okay, because he just got 13 on its own, and that's 9 on the power die for his hand weapon. Let me just double check that's what he's got. Yep, he's got a hand weapon. So he just slices that wolf's neck in twain. And like, all the guys that are not supposed to be doing great. Are doing great. Okay, and with that, that is the end of round 1. So we're going to clean everything up. So all our fatigue tokens, all of our activated tokens. Oh, nope, we gotta leave our reload tokens out there though. Gotta remember that. This guy shot and then reloaded. The doctor shot and reloaded, so those guys are good. These guys didn't move, they shot and reloaded. Okay, so definitely try to keep better track of things. Removing all of our activated tokens. But yeah, you guys don't need to see all that. So at the end of every turn, we have to roll on the Wolf Pack event table. So we're just rolling 1d10 right here. And we got a 2. That's more wolves arrive. Place 2 dark wolves in a random table corner. So I can check the random table corner by taking the top number 8. So it's going to be over here. 2 more dark wolves show up. And apparently they're just coming out of the woodwork here. So they just pop in over there. Perfect. Now we can go on to round 2. Okay, so then we're on to round 2. We start that. I feel like we need to start getting some of these clue tokens. But I also... maybe I'll do like a split, like 2 attack and 2 try to get the tokens? Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is my captain here, my officer, is going to shoot at this old dark wolf here. So he reloaded last turn, and he's got an accuracy of +1, and he has a musket. He also has a pistol, but they're the same thing, just different ranges. So he fires at this dark wolf, and he gets a 19. So take that away. That's 9 damage. That guy just gets blown off the table, and he makes some sort of sickening howl from beyond the grave. And we'll just mark down that he killed a wolf. That's great. And you know what? I think I'm going to move him. And I think I can get him past this dark wolf without, like, getting within 1, but just, like, barely. So he's going to go here. Oh, I forgot about these ones over here. The new ones. Oh, boy. Okay. So he has gone. He has to reload. But I think what I'm going to do is guys that have 1 reload are going to be gray. Like, yeah. So that's what I'll do. Orange, because he also has a pistol. So the orange should hopefully remind me that he has a pistol. But I'm almost certain I'm going to forget, like, immediately. So then I'm going to go with, my doctor or my... I'm going to go with my doctor. Let's see if he can get there. He can get there if he goes over that little hump of terrain, like within 1 of it, anyway. Maybe not. Well, this guy can. So that's my occultist. He comes flying in, and he is going to check this clue marker, and we're going to remove it from the board, and we're going to put we're going to draw a card, and we got the 10 of spades. Alright, and the 10 of spades is a ornate silver ramrod. Add 1 skill die to your fate pool. Well, that's fantastic right there. I have another skill die, so I have 2 skill dies right now. That's great. So he moved, and then he investigated. So that's his turn. Throw an activated token on him. Okay. I could do this guy back here. He can move and investigate that one. I feel like that's really asking for it with all these wolves running around. And I kind of think I should go with one of these guys. Okay, so my veteran hunter will reload his musket. No, he's got a rifle. He'll reload his rifle and he'll fire at this wolf here. So he reloaded and fired. Okay. He's going to fire right here. 12 or higher. We've got 11. Plus his... Oh, so his accuracy, which is 2. He hasn't moved. He didn't do any of that. So that's great. So he gets that and he does 6 damage. Nope, that was a 5. For skill, he does skill. That one's off the board. Pesky old wolves. What they used to call wolves in all the old cartoons. Get out of here, you old flea bag. So anyway, I'll just mark down that he killed a wolf. Excellent. So he reloaded and shot, so he's not moving anywhere. And then he's going to throw another reload token on him. Okay. That is 4. No, that's 3. Okay. So we got one more guy to go. I'm wondering if he should just try and shoot this one. Or should he move in and do melee? That's my woodsman. He's got a rifle as well. He's gonna reload and shoot. So he's shooting at that dark wolf right there. The dark wolf is 1 hit, so 12 or higher. Okay, so we definitely got that, and he does 7 damage on the skill. You gotta remember that. Skill die for rifles, but he's gone. Okay, these guys are doing something. The guys that I spent the points on are actually doing some work. And we'll put a activated token there and a reload token there, and we will move on to the monsters. So these 2 new wolves that are coming out are going straight. This one definitely gets to my captain. This one goes through difficult ground, which is funny because it's like you would think that wolves would have the attribute of nimble, but they don't. So that drastically reduces his speed. So for every inch you move through difficult terrain, it's like plus 2 inches. So he gets to like halfway through the woods. But now technically, because he's in the woods, we can't see him. So that's, I guess, good for him. This guy definitely gets up to my captain. Ooh, this is going to be a bloody turn. This one definitely runs right up to Schnapps. And this one, although technically this one's closer, so he's actually going to move back. So though he tried to sneak around, but that wolf hoodwinked him. He sneaks around there and he does some attacks. Okay, so let's do the Schnitzel up here. Schnitzel gets attacked by the dark wolf, and he gets attacked for, ooh, jeez, 16, which is 17, and Schnitzel has a defense of 13, so that's not great. So he'd be taking 7 damage. Right. Schnitzel will take 7 damage. He takes... That brings him down to 3. Oh my god, Schnitzel. Oh my gosh. So, Schnitzel's going to strike back. And he strikes back for... we've got 1 and a 3. So 4. So nothing. It's not the best. So they both get a fatigue token, and the wolf gets moved back 2 inches. That's probably not exactly, but that's fine. Now we'll go with his brother Schnapps here. So Schnapps gets attacked by the wolf for... Oh my gosh. Okay, so 15, 16. Power die is purple, so he takes 6. Schnapps, what's happening? Oh, he's down to 4. Oh my gosh. So he's going to strike back. I think my guys have just... I think my dice have turned on me here. Okay, he's got 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on. That's melee. He's got 12. Do ties go to the defender or the attacker? Hold on. No, if it's equal to or greater, so that is a hit. That's unfortunately... he has a... I think he's just got a bayonet, which is a power weapon. Yeah, so he just does 3. Bringing that guy's health down to 5. But he backs off. These wolves are pesky. Okay, so the next wolf attacks my captain. And I'd love for this to fail. And it does, because he's only got 13, I'm pretty sure, and his defense is 14. So it fails, but my captain will strike back. And he strikes back, and he gets, oh yeah, he gets 16, 17, 18, and he does 9 damage. So he just cleaves that wolf in 2, which is just fantastic. That's what you want to see in life. Just a good... Well, it's a zombie wolf. We got to remember, zombie wolf. So, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay, and then we want to go with the other half of my team, which would be Schnapps, my doctor, and my artillerist, and... Oh! Schnitzel up there. So maybe Schnitzel can do something. Although he is fatigued. Let's do Schnitzel first. Schnitzel's going to reload. And he is going to fire at that dark wolf that's staring him down. Let's go, Schnitzel. 7. Hold on. Yep, he hits him. So, and he does 7 damage to him. So that's okay. Brings him down to 1. Would have liked for it to do a little bit more damage, but whatever. So he reloaded and fired, so he's got to throw out another reload token there. Then we're going to go on to... Oh, you know what? Is this my occultist? No, this is my doctor, this is my artillerist, that's my occultist over there. So this is my artillerist, and he's got a weapon, he can do something. Artillerist has a pistol. So is this guy within 8? Yeah, he's within 8. Or do I just move him up to try to get closer to this? I'm going to move him up, and then I can shoot that wolf. So we're going to shoot that wolf. So I get a -1 to this, but a +1, so nothing. And he's got 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. So if he hadn't moved, he'd have got that, but that's alright, 11. So nothing there. So he needs to reload. And he's at least closer to help out poor Schnitzel back there. So we've got... These guys have gone. Alright, so Schnapps is going to go here. And Schnapps is just going to fire point blank into that wolf's face because he did reload. And last turn. And he got 4. So, nothing. So now he's going to move forward and move to attack. Oh god, I hope this doesn't backfire. And he is going to get 8. So, that's unfortunate. You know what? That wolf attacked him, so they're both fatigued. So he wouldn't even have got 8. Okay. So, you know who else is fatigued? My captain is fatigued. Alright, so here we go. The wolf is striking back. Oh, and he strikes back for 14, 15, which I'm sure is over Schnaps's defense of 13. Yep, it definitely is. So he's going to take 9 damage. Oh my god. Do I negate that? I've only got 1 skill die right now. You know what? I'm going to negate it. And I believe you roll a die and then you round up. Unless you roll a 10, in which case you recover, you negate all the damage. So I'm negating 9 damage. Now, he's only got 4 damage left. Never mind. We're not negating it. He's dead. Schnaps goes down. He's also the only character that's wearing a helmet. Alright. Schnaps goes down, and that is... And he did that. He could have not attacked that guy. Oh, boy. So that's the end of the turn. We'll clean up. And we will do our end of turn roll on the chart that we have to. Let's see what we got. We got 1 die roll here. We use the green die. We've got a 2. Oh, that's great. It's more dark wolves in a random table edge. So let's pick a top of the number here. So over here we got 2 more wolves coming out. That's dynamite news, Johnny. Dynamite news. There we go. That's wonderful. Okay. We're moving on to turn 3. Okay, now we are on to turn 3. We should probably start investigating clue tokens. But I'm also concerned because that will bring a werewolf onto the board at some point. So... we still have to do it. So, I think we'll go with my woodsman first. He's literally just going to move up here and investigate. So, he gets the Jack of Spades. Let's find out what the Jack of Spades does. Here we go. Jack of Spades gets me a Silver Saint Medallion. All the investigating figures' attacks count as silver for the rest of the scenario and add 1 power die to the fate pool. That's fantastic. We needed the power die. Okay. So that's his turn. So you move and investigate it. I think my captain is going to go. And he's going to reload his musket here. And he's going to fire at that dark wolf that's bearing down behind my doctor. Yeah, he's going to reload and fire. And he gets a 13? No, that's a 6. Oh, okay, so he gets a 14. So he does that, and he's got 8 damage. He just knocks that wolf off his paws. That's great. Clearing out the board here. It's population control, apparently. That also means my officer's taken out 3, so he's pulling his weight. So he reloaded and did that, so he's done. Okay, and I feel like these two have got to go and try and get rid of that wolf before he moves up to do terrible things to him. Okay, so... Oh, there's a moth in here? No, there's a fish fly in here. It is fish fly season where I live. So... here we go. Schnitzel, totally upset, is reloading his musket. He's so upset after watching his brother get torn apart. He's firing at this dark wolf. Oh yeah, and he does 13? No, 14. 14, and he does 8 damage that blows that wolf out of the water. That's great. That's revenge. So we're going to just mark down. I think it's important. It might not be important, but I'm marking down which ones actually killed a wolf. I don't know if it's gonna. I didn't look at the experience table thing at the end, so probably should have, but I didn't. Okay, so this one, he's gonna just move up and he's gonna investigate. Oh, I gotta put some markers down. Oh, also, Schnitzel has to reload. He's gonna move up and investigate, so we're gonna remove this clue token. And we're gonna investigate. What do we got here? Get that page open to that book. And we have the 9 of spades. 9 of spades is the missing orders. The investigating unit may pick them up without spending an action. If this figure is reduced to 0 health, it drops the orders where it falls. Mark this spot on the table. Any other unit member may pick up the orders simply by ending a move action adjacent to them. So that is what we are looking for. And we have found it, and we have not had to deal with a werewolf yet. So we're just going to put this treasure chest next to him. That is the missing orders. Alright. That's fantastic. Wolves' turn. So the wolves go, and the first one moves up into here, and he doesn't get very far because his movement is halved. This next one, you know what? Actually, made a bit of a mistake because I said at the beginning of the game that they can't see these. They can't see, you can't see through the woods. So then he would move this way, because that's the closest one that he can see. And that's the closest one he can see, so that's not wonderful. But there we go, they moved. This one, on the other hand, because we're just going to play it like we did, he shouldn't have been able to go through, but he did. So this one literally just flies out of the woods at my veteran hunter and attacks him. So let's see what he gets for an attack. He gets a 7. Wow, that's fine. We like that. So my veteran hunter will strike back. And he has a melee of 2. So he strikes back here for 7. He has a fencing weapon, so the most damage he's going to do is 5. Do I want to re-roll something? No, we're just going to take it the way it is. So they each get a fatigue. And this wolf gets backed off a little bit. It's like here. Okay, that is the monster's turn. So now it's the rest of the team's turn. Okay, my woodsman isn't doing great health-wise. So I think I'm going to get the doctor up there to help him out, I think. Although I don't know if it's going to matter that much. It might. So the doctor moves up there, and I just have to double-check medic. Okay, so never mind. I can't do that because you have to activate within one of the character that you're going to heal, and you can't move. So it's like the healing replaces your movement action. So, but I'm still going to take it as though I did it because I did move there. So I think that's fair. So he's gone, and then we've got, let's see, we've got my occultist, who has no business being able to do the things he's been doing. And you know what? He's just going to leave the board because we've got the orders. So let's get out of here already. Honestly, I think we should just start getting out. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's try and get some more clue tokens instead. My occultist has no weapons, though. So he's going to bunch up over here. Oh, move that a little bit. He's going to just come with his buddies over here and hang out. So they have all gone now. No, I still got one guy over there. I still have my veteran hunter who was attacked. So they're fatigued. He's going to reload and fire. And he's firing at that dark wolf. Neither of these guys have taken any damage yet, so... he's got a 3 and a 6. Oof. Do I re-roll that skill die? I'm only going to do 6 damage to him. No, you know what? He hasn't taken any damage yet, so we'll just test fate for another turn. Okay, so everyone is activated, so I think it's turn 3 that we just finished, so we're going to move on to turn 4. And you know what we do have to do? We have to roll on the wolf pack event table. So let's throw out one of those. One die. That's a 10. That is a werewolf arrives. Place one werewolf in the center of the table edge that would put it closest to a soldier. If this result has already been rolled in the game, treat any subsequent results as no event. Alright, so a werewolf appears at the center where he would attack a person first, and that's here. And I actually have this giant Vargolf, I don't know, miniature, and he appears here. And he is a horrifying beast. So if I had to guess, Schnitzel is not going to do well. That's the end of the turn. So now we just got to do cleanup, and we'll be back for turn 4. So now we are on to turn 4 here. And first thing that's going to happen is my artillerist is going to run off the board with the missing orders. So he's gone. He's just got to go. We can't risk that. We'll take off this reload token that I threw out there. Okay, and then I think next my captain, my officer, is also going to run off the board. Yep, he makes it. So basically we've got some running going on, because yeah, that's crazy. Also, my veteran hunter, Luis Frankenberger, he shot last turn, and I didn't put a reload token down on him, so I'm going to now. Because now he's going to reload and fire at this wolf in front of him again. And he's got a +2. Ooh, that's 17, 18, 19. And then the power die is... No, he has a rifle, so he does 7 damage. I'm so used to being power. Oh, I wish it was that 20. So he does 7 damage to that wolf, which doesn't kill it. So he reloaded, he shot. Those are his 2 actions. He is just hanging out there for now. So we've got... Who left the board? Captain left the board. Artillerist left the board. So Captain Anton Franz ran. And my artillerist Lucas Ebersbacher, he also bolted with the orders. So now there's only one thing left to do. Schnitzel has to fight that werewolf. Let's see what Schnitzel has. Schnitzel has a musket and a cold iron cartridge box. So he's not going to be able to do anything, I don't believe, against that werewolf. So, like, Does he just run? Does he just, like, take off the board? Like, I'm done with this. I'm out of here. And then the north end of the board is just taken care of. I don't have to worry about it. Maybe that's what needs to be done. He is kind of within one, but that's only because this guy was placed here. So I'm going to say, just for the sake of... Because it couldn't, like, because again, the boards are smaller than they should be. He runs off the board. Completely terrified of this werewolf that popped out of nowhere. Okay, so that is the 4 guys left on my team. I guess it actually should have been 3? Oh, no, it was 3. Okay, so now I have 4 guys left. No, it was 4. Never mind. Because my supernatural veteran went. So I think because I lost Schnapps, I should have been going with 3 guys and then 4 guys. That doesn't matter. We're figuring everything out as we go. I normally play with against an opponent, so the solo's kind of new for me. So we are going to move the monsters here. So we'll move these guys first. These are all in line of sight. So they move 8. He moves 8. So they're like here. He'd be a little bit back because he had to curve a little bit more. And then find out how far this werewolf moves. I think they only move 6, which seems odd. You think they would move the same as a wolf. No, they only move 6. So he moves 6 basically up to here. It's trouble. I do want to turn him. His base is weird because it's not round. But I want to turn him to be facing. It doesn't matter, but it's just fun. And then this wolf over here moves into attack. My veteran hunter. So he's going to attack the veteran hunter here for 12, which is not enough. Oh, it would have been 13, but still not enough. So my veteran hunter will strike back. We're looking for 12. We got a 9, 10, 11, and then 2 melee. 12, 13. That hits him, and it's 9 damage on power. No, he has a fencing weapon, but that's only 2 damage, but he's only down to 1, so that actually gets him. Wonderful. We've cleared a lot of wolves out. Okay. But that would give him a fatigue marker, even though it's not really going to matter. Nobody's getting over there. Now, we have my veteran hunter, who's already gone. But he's got silver shot. And then we also have my doctor, who has a silver shot pistol. So do we really want to risk shooting that werewolf? First of all, he is just in range. So do we risk that? Yeah, why not? This is the doctor. We have a... Oh, we have a power die. No. We have a fate die. Doctor aims his pistol at that werewolf, and he gets... Oh, wow. He gets 16. He doesn't have anything adding to his 16. What is the defense of the werewolf? Defense 13. So he's taking 9 damage. Because it's silver. Wow. Okay, so the doctor just slams the werewolf for 9 damage, bringing him down to 3. I don't know what this doctor has done, what kind of training he's done, but apparently he's nuts. So he's shot, and then he's just going to reload. Yeah, that's crazy. So the doctor has gone. And then we have our occultist, who has nothing going on. He doesn't have any weapon he can fire with. I could look to see if he can do a spell. No, all he can really do is enchant a weapon. He could try and curse the figure, which would minus to 1 all of its die rolls. So, I mean, just for the sake of it, we can say that he's going to try and curse the werewolf, which would minus all of its die rolls, but, I mean, does that matter? Or he could be a hero and try and run up and kill somebody. He could try and be a hero and run up and kill this... Try and kill this wolf. Or he can just back off and get off the board, which is probably the smart move. Okay, so then my woodsman back here, he has a rifle and salt shot, so he's not doing anything against the werewolf. Well, no, he might, because the werewolf is damage reduction 5. So, I mean, he only needs 3 hits. Or do we want to try and kill one of those wolves instead? Let's reload and shoot at one of the wolves. Oh my god, I should have shot at the werewolf. He gets 19. And that's 10 damage on the wolf. Jeez. Should have shot at the werewolf. That would have killed him. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he reloaded and then he shot. So his turn's done. The veteran hunter's done. There's only 3 guys left on the board. Okay. Let's go to the wolf pack scenario page and roll on the wolf pack event table. And we got a 1. Oh, 2 more wolves enter the board. And where do they come from? They come from that corner up there. 2 more wolves. I don't think they'll get a chance to do much, but we can still throw them down there. Okay, so we can remove all of our activated tokens. We can remove all of our fatigue tokens. And there we go. Okay. Supernatural Veteran has silver shot, and he is going to shoot at that werewolf back there. He reloaded and shooting, so werewolf only needs 3 hits. And we have a skill die. And this is a rifle. Okay. Okay, so it's 8 on the power die. No, it's 8 on the skill die and 1 on the power die, and I can't re-roll it because I have a skill. Okay. He's gone. So then Doctor reloads. Doctor reloads. Oh, sorry, Doctor and Woodsman. So Woodsman needed to reload too because he shot. So Doctor reloads and he fires at the werewolf in the face, and he gets 11. But I have a skill die again. Why I keep rolling high with skill? Do I attempt to try and get higher with the skill die? Oh, it's not going to matter. I would have to get a 10. I would have to get a 10. Because the werewolf is defense 13. So I've got 11 right now. So I have to get a 9 or a 10. Should we do it? Let's do it for the fun of it. We're re-rolling the skill die. We need a 9 or a 10. We got a 3. Whoops. Okay. Well, not great. So anyway, he reloaded. And then he shot, and he has now put that down. Okay, he's done. Do I still split my warband so my woodsman goes after? Alright, well, so we'll do it like that. First of all, these guys will come out. They're just going to move towards the nearest clue token because they can't see anyone. Now they can. Werewolf will move 6. This is like 12. So werewolf, they both are coming this way. So werewolf runs, the wolf runs straight at my doctor and gets into combat. Werewolf gets very close, but not yet. Okay. So wolf attacks my doctor. And he attacks my doctor for... Oh, 7. Okay, so no big deal. Doctor will strike back with his melee of 1. Oh, he's got a melee of 1. So we're looking for 12. Oh my god. So he gets 16, 17. That's a hand weapon, that's power. So he just nails this wolf off the board. I don't know where this doctor trained. But he's absurd. Alright, so that's the monster's turn. Now I have my woodsman. So he's got a damage reduction. The werewolf has a damage reduction of 5. But we're just gonna reload and fire at the werewolf. I mean, the mission's over. We got the orders. I don't even know why we're doing this, but I think it's just to kill that werewolf. So let's get 20 here. We got 9. So he is back to that, and he is gone. So that's the end of that turn. We got it. Honestly, the next turn's gonna go. Well, let's see what would happen during the... No, I really want to kill that werewolf. Let's see what happens during the end of the turn. We roll a die. We get a 7, which is another wolf. Enters at a random table edge. Top of the number. Another wolf enters here, in the center of a random table edge. Okay. And now I have to do some thinking. Okay. So, I think we're going to try and kill that werewolf one last time. And then we're going to get out of here. So, Veteran Hunter's going to go first. I think I should only be going with him first, and then the other half of the guys next. So, Veteran Hunter goes first, and he fires at the werewolf. He does have silver shot, and he's got a rifle. So, he gets... Oh, yeah. He gets 16, 17, 18. The rifle is 6. That werewolf gets blasted in the face with a silver bullet there. Taken off the board. Veteran Hunter pulls his weight. He kills the werewolf. We'll mark that down. Louis Frankenberger just blew his teeth in. Just Gary Busey silver bulleted that werewolf. So now the rest of the wolves will go. And they get very close to our Veteran Hunter. And does this one make it to the doctor? He makes it just outside of 1. So that's something. So basically the next turn would be the doctor leaves the board, the woodsman leaves the board, and we would then go to the next round, and we would have to roll for what would happen at the end of the turn, and it would be a 7, which would be another wolf arrives, and he would arrive where? He would arrive at a table edge, center of table edge, and then the turn would restart. This guy would, my Veteran Hunter would come up, he's had a reload token, and he would just simply move off the board. And that is the first solo mission for the Silver Bayonet, and yeah, wow. Okay, so we only lost one guy, and we killed a ton of wolves. So we would go to... Oh, we should go up and find out exactly what happens to all of them. Okay, so if we go to the end, we get +1 experience. If the investigators... Yep, blah, 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 blah. Unit investigates 3 or more clue tokens. So 1, +1. +1 experience if unit kills 5 or more dark wolves. Yup. +1 for each werewolf killed. So that's another one. +2 points if at least 4 soldiers exit the table. Yep. And +3 experience points if a soldier exits the table with the orders. Alright, so we got everything we possibly could for the Wolf Pack mission. Let's go and check what happens to Schnapps. Okay, so injury and death. Oh boy. Schnapps is the only guy who got not taken off the board, so we're gonna roll 1. We got a 2. He has a permanent injury. Well, that's great. So then we have to roll on the permanent injury table, and we got a 6. He's got the shakes. He suffers a -1 reduction to the shoot stat. So Schnapps over here, just gotta write this down. He gets -1, so he's now accuracy 0. So that's fantastic. Okay, then we have to put out all our experience. So for experience, so everybody gets an experience point for being in the game. So they each get 1. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 to dole out to the rest of them. So if I'm gonna do that, let's see here. So Captain will get 2. Yup. Luis Frankenberger, our Ventured Hunter, gets 2. Our Woodsman gets 2. Our Doctor gets 2 because he was fantastic. So that's 4, right? 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep, so I got 8. So I just think everybody gets 2. Because he gets 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh, that actually makes it pretty easy. So everyone gets 2 experience points because we got the maximum. That was fantastic. Okay, so that was the first game. Also, I'm filming this part the next day, and I'm realizing there's a bit of a whooping sound, and that's putting my hand on the table is vibrating the springs on my mic stand. So I gotta try not to do that. I'm still gonna do it. Anyway, that was the first mission. That was so much fun. I love the climactic moments of gaming. It's so great that the Veteran Hunter is tied up with that zombie wolf the whole time, and then finally, like, the werewolf is bearing down on the team, and he just comes around the corner of the forest, raises his musket, and just blows that werewolf's head off. I love those moments where I can then imagine exactly, like, cinematically, like, what happened, like the slow motion turn and fire. I love that stuff. Anyways, that's what gaming's about. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff wrong. I don't care. It's fun. And I never got to film a game and do this. So, next couple weeks, over the next little while, there's going to be 3 more that we're going to do. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're interested in the game. Please, in the comments below, let me know if you want me to keep doing this. I still am going to do the ones that I filmed regardless. And let me know if you're thinking about picking up the game, playing the game. It is so much fun. And you get to use all the miniatures that I don't normally get to use. Werewolves, vampires, zombies. I made zombies specifically for this game. Zombie wolves, like, all that stuff I like collecting just to paint, I get to use for this game. It's perfect. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. And you guys have a great day.